Happy summer! And with the new summer comes heaps loads of new content. Although it did take 200 days, this is a really great update. But that's whatever. Let's not waste too much time. Let's just get straight into all the new items we got. First off, taunts, which you already saw. With all these new taunts comes new lines for all the classes. But since it'd take a very long time, we're not going to go over many of the new lines. Although Agent is completely re-voice acted, though.
Careful now. You might get cut.
But here are all the new taunts. Conga, which is for every single class, and then one for Doctor.
Your name fits quite well on this.
Then Troopers.
Land of the free and land of kicking your can.
And Mechanics. We'll probably get more in the future. And we have a ton of new cosmetics as always. Even though I unboxed 60 crates, I still got 0 unusuals. So good to know my luck hasn't changed whatsoever. Anyways, Marksman has a f***ing deagle, which, if you're wondering, it's kind of like a worse ambassador. There's a few weapon rebalances, but the only one interesting enough to talk about is the Maverick was finally changed to not just be a better direct hit. Now let's move on to some real changes to the game, like the movement system being completely redone. I suppose this is to feel more smooth and TF2-like when you're moving. Although it's not much different from the old one, it shouldn't take too long to get used to. Arson's flame hitboxes work once again, along with the Dragon's Fury, which also works now. Even with a cool new flame model. We also have, VIP. What is this, an obby game? Okay, no, seriously, what could this give for 1,000 Robux? A hat, whatever, name tag, unusual fire, blah, blah. Community servers? Yeah, that's right, community servers. At the cost of making VIP servers no longer free, players with VIP can host their very own community servers, which are just VIP servers, but public. If you want them to be public, that is. Not too much else to say about community servers. I mean, they're cool. Maybe sometime I'll host my own community server. Don't know what it'd be, though. Moving on to the new maps, which you've seen a few times already. These all look great. A lot of people such as Camo Camper or Dr. 82 worked on these maps, who are both very talented mappers, and it shows with these maps too. I think my favorite map so far is the Attack Defend map that when you cap the final point, the rocket launches up into the air. They're all super cool, and I hope we see more maps from these people again. And while we're on the topic of maps, the custom map system has been almost entirely remade and has a lot less limitations compared to the old one. And if this is your first time hearing about this feature, it just lets you port maps from OBS Studio straight into TC2, which now we can do stuff like game modes for custom maps, which is a really big thing. But we only have a few simple game modes for now, nothing like payload or capture the flag. Alright, what else? Alright, the thing that this almost entire update is about, versus bosses. A lot of these changes are beefy to this game mode, and it's probably going to take me a while to figure out all of them. For now, here's everything we already know. We have a bunch more bosses in queues, such as 2 very old bosses for Trooper and Annihilator that have come back, and most of the time the game will pick at least 2 people to be boss at once. The amount of bosses and what bosses they are I'm pretty sure are both random, excluding the classic maps, which are always classic bosses. Oh, and King Abrix and the Pirate Captain are both back too. Some of the boss' rages are also different, like giving Unfortunate Son a rocket launcher, or Mad Mechanic's rage, which builds a sentry gun, as well as Seeper's rage, which literally just makes people explode. And there's of course more to VSB added, but it's not all that interesting. Stuff like rare bosses are also really common now compared to before. We could go over the classic bosses, but I doubt you or I care enough about them. The 2 features of this update I think we didn't cover are remade animations for like Trooper and Annihilator, and a few weapon models have been refreshed and remade. But for now, that's it. Overall, what do I think? Yeah, Rolf did a pretty decent job with this one. It was also worked on a lot by the community, which is great. I'm always happy to see more workshop stuff. But my only hope past this update is Rolf can try to at least stay consistent behind their updates, and not pull a typical Horrors 2 again. But hey, it's alright. I'll see you soon when I finish the clip dump, which should be soon enough if I just stop progress on it to make this video. Have a great summer.